Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear respected brother and sister, mashallah, with a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Today, once again, I'm here to share with you few strategies. And the topic is how to achieve barakah in your life. How to achieve barakah, how to receive barakah in time, how to get barakah in money, how to get barakah in your energy, how to get barakah in your knowledge, how to get barakah in your wisdom. Always keep in mind that barakah is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that barakah is directly connected to the good deeds, mashallah. If you practice good deeds on a daily basis with consistency, then automatically you will receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will get and you will attract more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and barakah in your life. And mashallah, you will start to see positive things in your life. And everything, mashallah, you will be like, you will be very positive, mashallah. You will see barakah in everything: money, time, energy, knowledge, wisdom. And coming to strategy number one, first point is practice salah. Practice 5 time namaz salah in masjid for the brother. Try to go to masjid and perform 5 times salah in masjid and start your day in tahajjud. And connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in tahajjud is very, very powerful strategy, mashallah. If you practice, then you will start receiving more and more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one more strategy, mashallah, one of my close connection, mashallah, Hazrat told me one strategy, mashallah, long before, dua between Fajr Sunnat and Fajr Faraz. That dua is very, very powerful, brother and sister. If you practice this dua, mashallah, you will attract more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That dua is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanallahil azimi wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. This is very, very powerful. It is between Fajr Sunnat and Fajr Faraz. If you practice it on a daily basis, then you will start to see positivity in your life, inshallah. And one more is like, mashallah, try to go to masjid, mashallah, 5 time Fajr, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. And very important, try to sit in the masjid for more time. For example, you can sit in the masjid like, your Zohar namaz time is 1:30 p.m. Then you can go to masjid at 1:10. You can stay in the masjid and you can connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in dua, in sunnat namaz, and then zikr, mashallah. And after faraz namaz, you can connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again, mashallah. You can sit in the masjid so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly, for Fajr, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, this is very powerful, mashallah. And also, those who are practicing my strategies, mashallah, my student, my mentee, mashallah, they are getting so much of positivity in their life, mashallah. So much of khair in their life, so much of blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mashallah. And also, I suggested one strategy to one of my students to practice istighfar on a daily basis, mashallah. He practiced istighfar for close to 90 days, mashallah. And within 90 days, he start to receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So point number one is namaz, and then Quran, then zikr, then dua, then charity, then practicing kindness with everyone, mashallah. So you have to practice. First, I said, mashallah, namaz. Then coming to Quran, mashallah, my humble suggestion, start with at least 1 page per day, mashallah. Try to increase the count to 4 pages, to maximum 1 para, 1 juz per day, so that you can complete one Quran in a month, mashallah, so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Zikr is like every second you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in zikr. Either in istighfar, either in Darud Sharif, mashallah. Or if you're practicing any zikr, mashallah, try to practice that zikr on a daily basis so that you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will start to receive more barakah, more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one more, which is very powerful, is dua. Connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in dua. Every salah you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Apart from that, like whenever like you are going from home to outside, connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tell to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm going for this work. Please make it easy for me so that I can do the work with ease, mashallah. And also tell to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you want to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more. When you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, then automatically you will attract so much of blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one. And another strategy is like try to give charity on a daily basis. Like in the last video I said, like for the you should have to practice giving charity with an intention so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly for the barakah, similarly for the khair in your life, similarly for the positivity in your life, you should have to give charity on a daily basis. You should have to feed the people. If you are blessed with money, or at least minimum 10 rupees per day you try to give, so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one more strategy is like to receive barakah in your life, mashallah, try to be in wazu. Try to be in wazu all the time, so that you have that positivity. You receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one more strategy is like try to perform salatul charged and salatul ishraq, salatul charged, and salatul awabin, which is very very powerful, mashallah. If you should have to adjust your time, office time and your time, mashallah, so that you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ishraq. Start from tahajjud, fajr, then ishraq, then chash, then zohar, asr, maghrib, then awabin, then isha, mashallah. This is very powerful, brother and sister, mashallah. And one more strategy, like to receive a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever you connect with someone, whenever you talk with someone, always have good intention. Always think good about others. For example, if someone is connecting with you on online or offline, always have this intention to think good about that person. And when you have this thought process to think good about other person, mashallah, automatically you will be blessed with positivity. Automatically you will be blessed with khair in your life, mashallah. This is one point. Mashallah, one dua is there, mashallah, for the barakah, which is very very powerful, and I used to share this dua to my student. The dua is Bismillahi Allahumma azim fiha al-baraka. This is a very powerful dua. Bismillahi Allahumma azim fiha al-baraka. If you need this dua, you can connect with me on WhatsApp. I will share that dua in voice message, mashallah. Or you can record this, mashallah. This is very, very powerful. And you can recite this dua more often, so that you receive barakah in your life, inshallah. And one more dua, like if you are looking for a job, then you practice this dua, mashallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma kfini bi halalika and haramika wa aghnini bi fazlika man siwak. Every salah, before every salah, after every salah, you practice this dua, mashallah. And whenever you have, whenever you have this thought process to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is not like the thought process, you should have to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every time. Whenever you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you tell to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you read this dua. Allahumma kfini bi halalika and haramika wa aqnini bi fazlika man siwak, so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in no time, mashallah. This is all the strategy which I wanted to share with you, inshallah, mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you have any question related to this topic about the barakah, you can connect with me in WhatsApp. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, mashallah, so that I can share my thought process if you have any question, mashallah. And jazakallah khair for supporting me on LinkedIn and WhatsApp. May Allah bless you, and may Allah reward you the best, which is khair for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.